Okay, so here I am on Thursday, about almost 3 days exactly, short of a few hours, after I started a new compost bin. Now, this is the old worm bin that I was used for the first one, and I've put in boards and closed off all of the screens, so it's completely enclosed, and then I've filled it with the compost pile. I started off on Monday with grass clippings and some of the old compost that has now cooled off, some dirt, and some browns. These are the kind of browns that I got from my yard and neighbors and stuff like that. I started with, actually probably had more leaves in there when I started it on Monday. And then I added some more yesterday. Last night, on Tuesday it was up to 120 or so. Last night it was up to 130, and then I broke it up this morning, and now I practically doubled the size of it. You can see here where I've got the new fresh compost mixed in with it. Here I've just put some of the new stuff over the top of it. I'm using that as an insulator, so I really want the heat to build up. So right now it started off at 62. This temperature was 62 when I started off. That's what it was in the shade, and I put it in here and it's already up to about 125, if you can see that on there. It's stuck down 20 inches down into the deep. So there was what I did was I added about a bucket and a half of these hot water in here. I don't know what, that water was pretty hot. That's to maintain the heat that's in here. So it should be cooking, since it's already at over 125 right now. It should be cooking pretty good. Now, in here today I mixed in a lot of grass clippings. You can see over here in my yard how I've gone around the neighborhood and picked up the recycling from my neighbors. Here is the remains of some fresh grass clippings. I've actually removed stuff, but it actually melted down into a mush, just a big mushy thing. There was plenty of nitrogen, but it had run out of carbon and air and the right conditions to really turn into a good compost. So I mixed that in with these browns. I had a much larger pile of browns here that have been all cut up, so that's what I'll be doing with these. So here it is, Thursday morning. I'm guessing it's around 11 o'clock, and right now I'm gonna put some more browns on here. So we're at a good 125 degrees right now, and my bet is by tomorrow we'll be pushing well into 140s. We could even reach 160 possibly. So we'll see how it goes, and then when it gets cooking, I'm going to be adding in more of those down there. After I get those all ground up, I'll be moving this compost out of here and into the garden down there, and I'll be mixing all those browns and some greens there. I do have some fresh grass clippings there. Here's the chicken manure that I got from my daughter's neighbor, right there. And that'll mix in. That's high nitrogen. That'll really start cooking. Here's some fresh grass clippings I picked up around the neighborhood. So there you have it. Thursday morning around 11 o'clock. Okay, so we've got the yard cleaned up now. This is what's left, some branches with a few leaves and stuff that are on it. And the bulk of the stuff is over here. these baskets right here have got grass, fresh grass seed in them. This has got green stuff that was ground up in it. It's kind of green. This is grass seeds. Grass clippings with some brown mixed in with it. But in the inside is all brown. All brown. Yeah. So probably between the 2 buckets, the 4 baskets, and the stuff in the middle, this here's dirt. Between all of it, I've probably got a good half yard there, half cubic yard maybe, at least close to it. When I put this over here into my bin, after I take out the finished compost there, and I add my compost that's cooking right now, which is probably it's probably close to between a little over a quarter of a cubic yard in here. That's cooking. So when I take the compost out of here and put this stuff in here to cook, I'll probably have close to a cubic yard. Over here is some evergreen stuff that I didn't want to put in there. And below it, in that wooden box down there, is rotting food, I should say, that I got out of the recycling. And I'll just let that get rotten down there. That'll be good for starting a hot compost, or for just giving to my worms or whatever. Okay, so here we have it. We are all ready. We've got all the browns and the greens that we need, along with this chicken manure over here in that box. We're all ready to go for one good hot compost.